He was able to hit those corner threes, just being ready. And we saw that in the first half, whether he was coming off of screens, being able to be available on the kick-out threes. He is always locked and loaded. We knew coming into this game that he needed to get back into rhythm. 24 points, a season high so far, and he showed out on the defensive end, taking the time from Jimmy Butler off of Devin Booker and handling some of that too.
I'm so happy you talk about the offense. Now I'm free to talk about the defense of Moses Moody.
I knew you were going to. Come on.
Because offensively, he was shooting the lights out. Yep. Defensively, he set the tone at the start of the second half. He came out there, that possession where you see him strip Devin Booker, that was his first possession. That's the first possession of the second half. And I love the fact that he is coming up. Moses Moody's moving on up.
He's moving on up, passing our brother Darrell Wright for 18th in Warriors history for 300 career-made threes. Damn, D. Wright. Another record falls for our brother from down in Southern California.
I'm sure D. Wright is not too mad about that.
He's not too bad about that. You know what you're not going to be mad about?
What's
that? Quentin Post getting the interview from Fitz and
Let's go, big fella.
Let's go inside the Chase Center.
So, Quentin, tell us about the center productivity of you and Trayce Jackson-Davis tonight. As a tandem, you guys were fantastic.
Thank you. Yeah, I was resting tonight, and me and Trayce got the call. So, I thought we both did well, rebounded the ball, and played a good game.
4 of 6 on threes. You guys went back to your pick and pop countless times there, and you were knocking those down. How confident are you in that play and enjoy doing it over and over again when it's working?
Yeah, it's great when the shots go in, but it's something I work on every day, so it felt good.
What was the mindset coming in tonight? Couple rough games on that road trip, wanting to turn things around. Coming into this game, give me kind of the team mindset.
Obviously not the road trip we wanted, but good chance to turn it around. And the Suns, they're a young, energetic team that like to run the floor and shoot a lot of threes. So kind of a similar game that we just played. So I think we had a great day of practice yesterday. We sharpened some of our tools, and I think we were ready to play.
How tough was defensive rebounding, especially down the stretch there? You had 6 rebounds for yourself. They impacted the game with their offensive rebounds, guys coming in, flying in there. They got desperate, but you guys fought hard down the stretch and grabbed those defensive rebounds.
It's always tough when a team shoots a lot of threes, long rebounds. And then it's just, you got to box out. You got to do it as a team, 5-man. Rebounding, but I thought we did a good job.
Hey, we'll let you go with this. You're undefeated at home. How good is it playing in front of Dub Nation?
I thought our crowd was really good tonight. Really needed everybody. After being on the road, it always feels good to be back in the Bay. So, thank you, Dub Nation.
All right, hey, Quentin, we combined you guys. We had Trayce Jackson-Post today, TJP as the center spot.
I like that. Yeah.
Thanks for stopping. We appreciate it.
Okay, thank you guys.
Quentin Post, fantastic from deep. Trayce was handling the rebounding and scoring inside. The center tandem was absolutely fantastic, combining for 21 points. And the Warriors, they put that road trip behind them, get the win over Phoenix, but on the way to Sacramento tomorrow night.
Quentin Post, 27 minutes and 10 seconds. And Fezzy Phil.
Big fella!
How about your big fella? He did it all from the perimeter, 4-6 from 3. I know you love the 2-block shots and the 6 rebounds, Fezzy.
Yes, the big fella QP played big tonight. He's a 7-footer in the middle of the paint. He's going against another 7-footer in Williams. And I just love the fact that he was hitting these threes on the outside. On the defensive end, he affected so many shots tonight. Things that don't show up on the scouting report, on the scoreboard at the end of the game. But I love the fact that he was playing with that aggressiveness. We got to find a nickname for him when he's playing like this. When he's playing like the angry QP. What is that? What do you call that?
Zena had a nickname. Huh? I don't think you approved of it.
What do you call it? You didn't like my nickname. Okay, so, he went to Boston College. I think they're the Eagles. Angry Bird. Angry Bird.
I need something meaner.
I need
something more nasty. I got 2 block shots. I can't say Angry Bird. Got 2 block shots.
We got to keep workshopping. We got to keep workshopping. But I'm so happy you talked about things that don't show up on the box score. Those 6 rebounds, they were all defensive. But there were so many plays that Quentin Post was poking things out, right? Keeping the ball active, keeping the possessions open. And that's exactly what you want from your bench players, is just to keep possessions going for the Warriors. I loved how frustrated some of the bigs were, especially in the first quarter. Nick Richards was shut down, essentially. Even, Mark Williams, yes, got his double-double, but he had to go through some people, particularly Quentin Post. So it was fun to see Quentin Post kind of hold down the perimeter.
All right, so
the paint, excuse me.
The paint, one thing I noticed in this game is Quentin Post getting out there, switching, or not even switching, he was hedging.
Corralling.
And he was corralling the ball. I really love the fact that he's being more active on the defensive end. This is the ways that you're going to get more minutes on the floor. If they put him on the floor to be got to stretch to space the game, let the Warriors play freer. Jonathan Kuminga and Jimmy Butler, they can play more free when you have a guy that can shoot at the 5 spot. But if he can come out there defensively and get out there on the perimeter and get out there and really run back to protect the bigs from getting open layups, these are ways that he can get more minutes in the game and ways that he can help the Warriors win more games.
He's going to start some games, especially when teams are bigger. We'll see what happens tomorrow in Sacramento, but you got to think that Friday night against Denver, he may get to start against Nikola Jokic, so he gets a season high, 27 minutes and 10 seconds, a season high in points scored as well with 14. All right, Stephen Curry. We discussed Stephen Curry in the week to forget when he only shot 32% as the Warriors went 2-2, including that Midwest trip in which they were 0-2. Not the most efficient night for the Chef, 9-23. We're not accustomed to seeing that around these parts. 5-12 for the three-point line after starting 4 of 6 from 3 in the first half. 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Teams are still very weary of Stephen Curry when he runs around screens, off the ball. They're picking him up 94 feet. But he did have a team-high 28 points, Zena. But the efficiency, we want to see the 50% again. He's a 50-40-90 guy.
Yeah, he's just under 40%. He was over 40% from the three-point line, and I think that was the kind of the thread line for concern, right? Quote unquote concern for Stephen Curry. But again, in a game like tonight where you needed him to step up, especially in that crunch time, as it felt like the Warriors were unraveling that huge lead that they built, he was supposed to. I still saw some forced passes, some shots that went up that might not have been needed towards the end of the game. But again, you want Stephen Curry dropping 28. It's like Festa said in the pregame. That stat line is what other guys dream of, right? They want that.
But that's a slow week for Steph.
That's a slow week. He's got 28 points. But yeah, I think for him right now, of course, you would want better efficiency. But for him, getting the dub, being able to produce, that's good. I mean,
better efficiency for Steph in the first half. Second half, kind of forced some shots. It's a clunky game when you get an early lead, because now you're playing with a little bit more comfort, taking some shots that you normally wouldn't take if the game is tight. But I love how aggressive Steph got. Even when the game got tight again, when he got close, he started taking it to the rim, got fouled a few times, 5 for 5 from the free throw line. Isn't there a bet that Jimmy Butler is supposed to make more free throws or shoot a higher percentage than Steph?
We can't count this one, though. We can't count this one. He had to go out with, the back tightness.
Jimmy didn't get to the free throw line today either. Only took 5 shots in that first half as Steph went 5 for 5. But I love the turnovers. Only 2 turnovers tonight by the Chef.
No, that's really important. One. That's important for the Warriors. I thought they responded very well. The past few games have turned the ball over really badly. So responding, coming back, the bench came back, they responded, and Steph came out and responded. So I want the Warriors to build on this. This is a good home win, and hopefully the confidence is also built as well.
I'm really happy you brought up the drives as well. It was cool.
Here at the Gatehouse in Tri-City, Warrior fans are fired up. They saw a victory as the Warriors improved to 4-0 inside this building behind me. And to describe this game, I'm always searching for a word or a theme, Fezzi. But this is why we have the pride of Yale. It's time to go into Zena's dictionary for the word of the day.
What are we going to learn today?
Oh, I'm always learning something from Zena.
It's a word we know, but I think it works for today. To strengthen, secure, to give physical strength, courage, or endurance, to fortify.
What do we fortify?
And there's another aspect of fortification that is important, that you're particularly giving strength when something is under attack, when there is something pressured, and that's what I saw the Warriors be, particularly in that second half. And who was there to kind of help bring this along? Moses Moody, Quentin Post, but we haven't even talked about TJD to the level we should have. Pat Spencer holding it down as well. Buddy Hield as well. I mean, let's go into TJD. We were talking about protecting the rim, protecting the paint. We saw TJD do so many things, from defense to offense, running the floor, being able to make the right slips and great rolls, playing above the rim. Big man. That's what I love to see. And Trace Jackson-Davis was made for this matchup, being a younger big that can play above the rim, that can read those slips so well, and is a really underrated passer. He was doing so well of just look at that. I mean, guys, I didn't even know that clip was coming up, okay? He was just doing so well in all these different facets, and he fortified that big rotation. Pat Spencer fortified the guard rotation, but Hield was fortifying the defensive rotations as well as some of the guard roles. So Fortification, fortify, that's my word for today.
The fortification of the game today was sold by TJD. I don't know if I used any of that right, but okay.
I'm just busy. I'm thinking like when I was
you
in
could
college
sell fortification,
and I didn't
but
want to do an essay, I could have just paid Zeta to write my essay for me.
We
I would have got a
keep
day every
encouraging this,
time.
y'all.
Instead, I got
cannot encourage
C's,
us.
man.
No, I love that. I love that, Zena. And
yeah.
and the fact that you're talking about the big man, the big man, that is his job. His job is to protect the paint. And TJD did exactly that. What I loved about the game is he came in with one thing in his mind. I got these minutes today, and I'm not letting go of these minutes at all.
Period.
Like, he was finishing
Yes.
everything within traffic, around guys. I love the lob from Buddy Hield. I love the lob from Brandon Pajemski. This is what you have to do to reward the big man when he's doing his job on the other end. Got a couple block shots, some great assists. You saw the one behind the back to Buddy Hield in the corner. It is really important that the Warriors find ways to have the big guys impact the game. And the way they can do that is playing these guys and having ways like, I thought they did a great job. Buddy Hield, Brandon Pajemski, TJD pick and roll. He dives right to the basket, getting those lobs, getting open. Like, even if he doesn't get the lob, they got shooters on the wings. I thought the bench did a great job in this game, extending that lead, getting it to 20 points, really defensively, getting stops, running, rebounding. TJD was a big part of that. So he was the fortification of the bench unit. He was part of the fortification.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know.
He fortified the paint. He fortified the game as a part of the bench unit. And he fortified, and it was part of the group that fortified the poise that was present in the first half. You don't want, when you go up big, like the way they did, you don't want to lose that the second you go to the second unit. And so, I mean, we can just use fortified a million times, but it was.
Kids, I hope you learned something.
I'm still waiting for Bonte to use it in a sentence. Bonte,
I used it. Hey, TJD helped fortify the game by strengthening the paint, by protecting the paint. He helped fortify the game, as well as Buddy Hield. He came in, hey, you know what? Hey, I learned quickly. Especially when you can cheat off the test. Buddy Hield. I'm telling you, Mr. Vanderbilt, how disappointed in you, Fezzi. Mr. Vanderbilt.
Oh, my
they come to
gosh.
Stanford in the South, please. All right, the Pride of Hill's out here fortifying everything, right? She's helped stabilizing our show. Listen, Buddy Hield, you like that, Zena?
I
You
did.
See that? 12 points for Buddy Hield, 4-7 from the floor, and it's good to see a three-point shot go through the hoop. He had been struggling as of late, including that two-game road trip.
Again, it's all about getting that rhythm. I think this was one of the first plays we saw. Unbelievable overhead outlet pass by Draymond Green, by the way. Like, that would have broken my own back just trying. But Buddy Hield, seeing the ball go through the net, that's all it takes sometimes to just get you going, whether it's a layup, whether it's an outside shot. And every single time Buddy Hield ran the floor, his feet were set. I mean, immediate elevation, great swish. It was beautiful to see him back in rhythm again.
And when we talk about pace for the Warriors, I think Buddy is one of those guys that can push the pace. He plays at such an incredible speed.
Yeah.
His ability to get his feet set and transition and hit those shots, that's incredible. But I also saw Buddy doing a great job pressuring the ball, getting out there. These are things the Warriors need to do and find ways to find guys to be in the game to push the pace, push it defensively, make other teams work.